So I'm guessing that if you're watching these video tutorials, you're probably familiar with the game Peggle. Peggle was developed by the good folks at PopCap, and I think they just did a fantastic job with the game. You know, it's got a lot of really great polish. It's got a lot of energy. It just feels fun. The attention to detail, I think, is just amazing. You know, they did a great job with it. Now, of course, what you're looking at here isn't Peggle. It's an approximation of Peggle that I put together in Flash. And if I do say so myself, I think it looks pretty close to the actual game. And that's for two reasons. Number one is I stole all the art from the actual game because I have no art skills of my own. But number two is that I'm using Box 2D to make the game act in a pretty reasonable approximation of what's going on in the actual Peggle game. And you know, you'll notice we are doing a lot of things that make the game act like the real Peggle game. For instance, my ball just landed in a bonus chute there, and the game was able to detect that it landed in the center of that chute and didn't bounce off the sides. We also have a nice aiming line that lets you know where the ball is going to go. And if we zoom forward in time, you'll see that we even have this fun little slow down and zoom in effect for when my ball gets really close to hitting that last goal peg. Of course, we don't have any of the fun sparks or special effects or classical music that the actual Peggle game has, but come on, give me a break. These are just video tutorials. However, I do think this game implements a whole bunch of features that you will need to learn in order to make your own Box 2D games. For one thing, we now have real graphics depicting what's going on with the physics world underneath. We have hit detection so that when my ball hits this peg, it actually lights up. And we've been able to tell this moving platform to move left and right according to our will instead of leaving it completely up to the whim of Box 2D, which would probably just make it fall into space. So with all that being said, let's start making Peggle for ourselves.